For a survivor, it's not easy to talk about the Holocaust. Even now, 45 years later, the wound is not healed. Every year may add another layer of bandage over a wound that refuses to heal. For 30 years after the war, I couldn't talk about the Holocaust. I didn't talk about it to anybody. For two reasons. First, it is too painful to talk about it. As if though by talking about it, you trivialize it. It is the unspeakable crime. Then there is another reason why we didn't talk about it, and that is we didn't think the world cared. If the world cared, it wouldn't have happened. I was away from home. I was at least 400 or 500 miles away from home, in a school with my younger brother. I was not yet 16. My younger brother was 13. We were two happy youngsters. We enjoyed ourselves, very good school. The war didn't really affect us. Not much. We knew families that were affected, but we were kids after all. We're having a good time. We liked the town we lived in, we studied in. Then comes March 17, 1944, and overnight we wake up. The German army has moved in. School was dissolved. All Jewish activities were suddenly dissolved. We get a cable from home to come home immediately. So we took the first train home. We made it home. My older brother, who was 17, who was in a different school, in a different part of the country, got the same cable, took the train home, never made it home. Never made it home. After several weeks home, the Salatfene ghetto was created. Salatfen is the name of my town. The ghetto was created. What did that mean? The first half of the ghetto being marched off to the train. They had to go through our house, which was on the main street. I looked out the window. What a sight it was. People, many crying, children screaming, not marching, just moving up. In captivity, up the hill, on top of the hill was the railway station, the train. They were taken to the train. And I looked up. And I saw the rabbi of the town. After all, I was a youngster. I had great respect for the rabbi. He was a wonderful man. I loved the man. I revered the man. There I see this man whom I held in such high esteem, walking with his wife, several children in captivity. I'll never forget that image. It was now my turn to walk up the hill, second transport from the ghetto. The ghetto's being emptied. They were shipping us off. 50 or 60 wagons. Each boxcar, they put about 60 or 70 people per boxcar. They gave us 2 buckets. One bucket for a bathroom and another bucket with fresh water. Somebody put the bathroom bucket in a corner and put a blanket to curtain off the bucket. We didn't know where we were going. We didn't know how long the trip will last. And we didn't know what will happen when we get there. We had no idea. And each boxcar was like a cage, a prison cage. We were all trapped like animals of the rails. And I watched the cage. 3 days and 3 nights, cooped up. What did people talk about? What did people talk about for 3 days and 3 nights together in a boxcar? I don't remember a word. Finally we arrived, and we knew we arrived because we looked out of the little windows and we could see the camp. Huge camp, barbed wire fences, lines, hundreds of barracks next to each other, long and narrow barracks. Huge camp, a huge camp, subdivided. There are barbed wire fences within the camp. There was chaos in the beginning because of the beatings, and family members are losing. And I watched. Was to the camp, to the left was to the other side of the rails. And I watched each other. Children are looking for their mothers, mothers are looking for their children, and we are told to form this column and be quiet and move forwards. It was the end of the train there, in this direction. I never even saw my mother get off the train, or my 3 little sisters get off the train. I didn't see them. Lost them. No goodbye, nothing. We didn't know we were going to be separated, because on the train, families were kept together. When I got close enough to see what's going on up there, I saw the following. I saw soldiers with guns and dogs, officers, especially one officer, good-looking, beautifully tailored uniform. One officer seemed to be in charge. He is pointing, for every individual, he's pointing his order to go to the right or to the left. And I watch, and I wonder, how does he decide? Whom is he sending to the right and whom is he sending to the left? And it became apparent soon enough that most of the people are going to his left, to the other side. And only a handful healthy-looking males and a few girls are going this way. And he points. He's the only one who's pointing, who's giving the order. And he does it very fast. Right, left, and you have to go fast, you can't look back. You have to go fast, you can't look back. I decided right there that I would like him to send me to this side, to his right, where the camp was. Somehow I didn't trust him with the group, with the people he's sending to the other side, because the other side, everybody goes, old, young, babies, mothers, sick people. 85% of the people go over there. I didn't want to go there. Then I see the following scene. As I get nearer, I see the following scene. A young mother of about 20 or 21 with an infant in her arms. The soldiers are taking away the infant, they're handing the child, the baby, to someone who is being sent to the other side and are telling her to go to the right. And she starts screaming. She starts screaming, I want to go with my baby. I want to go with my baby. She makes a scene. And the soldiers look at the other German officers, look at Mengele. He has to make a decision. The girl's making a scene. What do you do? And he says, yes, he nodded with his head. Yes, let her go with her baby. Let her go with her baby. Then a few seconds later, my turn comes. And he stops and asks me in German, Wie alt sind Sie? Did I know German? Of course not. But I knew Yiddish. And if you know Yiddish, you know half of German. Wie alt sind Sie? How old are you? And I said, 18. He pointed me to go to the right. Quick, to the right, to the side that I wanted to go. Now, where did I get 18 from? I was not yet 16. I was 6 weeks shy of 16. I didn't prepare it. I couldn't prepare it. I didn't know he was going to ask me. I didn't see him asking anybody for that age. But I said 18. 18 came out and he sent me to the side I wanted to go. It's a mystery. I still don't understand it.